That means it should be live right now.
American girls and American guys, we'll always stand up and salute. We'll always recognize when we see Old Glory flying. There's a lot of men dead, so we
are
can
live.
sleep at night when we lay down our head. Rest in peace, Toby Keith. Let me get this audio off of mine. That's not you, Trevor.
Nope.
It's the third Thursday of the month. It's 6 p.m.
And we back.
Gentlemen. That means it's 7 p.m. back home in the East Coast, in which I want to thank everybody out there watching on the East Coast. Shout out to Richmond Store, as a matter of fact, putting out the content, getting ready for today's show. One of my favorite things is seeing other people boost the program, Trevor. How you doing today, Big Daddy?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I'm glad to be back. It's been a good month since the last time we were here. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, as a matter of fact. We just had Father's Day, right?
Yes,
Shout out, Dad.
Shout out all the dads out there.
And all the dads, as a matter of fact. Trevor, you do have one too. Brandon, you even have a dad.
I do.
I do have a dad.
He does have a dad. And shout out to anybody that lost their father. Just know that you're in this life to die, so enjoy it while we got it. I love you. We're here for you. And also, it is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. As a veteran that suffers with PTSD myself, I love being able to come on this platform and help bring awareness to others that may not know what kind of help may be out there outside of Big Pharma. You know what I mean?
100%, especially in nowadays. I always feel like with the stigma or taboo around mental health, it's good to see more and more awareness coming to it and spreading it out across the board. So always good to see in that sense. But hey, on a side note, I did want to jump into this, Jacob. I want to just ask you, hyped movie moment of the month, maybe year, happening tonight, 28 years later, dropping. Have you seen the first two?
I missed the first 27 years,
oh,
my friend.
Buddy. 28 days later, 28 weeks later, never seen them?
28 days later. Is that the vampire movie?
Oh my gosh, no. More zombie-esque. I wouldn't say they're zombies. They're rage-infected humans, but it's been in the making for a while. I think it's been like 15 years since 28 weeks came out, and now we got 28 years later. It's going to be phenomenal coming out tonight. Any of you horror junkies out there that are fans, be on the lookout. It's going to be a good one.
There's some other folks to be on the lookout for that movie as well. Shane, Kelly, Jessica, Andrew, DJ Sunstar 13 with the wave and the smiley face. Shout out. Everybody in the comments right now, no matter where you're at. Thank you for being here. Tis the third Thursday, tis 6 p.m. Let's get into exactly what we all want to know. Per the sponsor of the program, we got the Dispensary, of course. You might see some new products right in front of me. We have some brand new caviars getting ready to drop, folks. We've got astronaut status in the works for your taste buds. And then Trevor has some products on his desk just in front of him as well. We've got two brand new disposable flavors at the Dispensary. That is Blue Raspberry Lemonade and ZKZ. That works with me. And then also we got new THCA carts coming as well. I do believe Death Star, Thor's Hammer, to name a couple of them. Candyland, I believe, is another one. And the fourth one escapes me at the moment. But that's just some sponsor related stuff. Also want to give a special shout out to 920 Print Shop. Locally owned here in Green Bay. They're here to print your needs. That is not their slogan, but they'll get back to me on that. Don't copyright me there. But shout out 920, providing a lot of big vinyl jobs. Car wrapping, anything you need locally here in Green Bay, they got you. And should you ever find yourself a little starved at work, check out Cody Kreplin and his page on Facebook or YouTube even, and Sloppy Hog Barbecue, all right? When you put Sloppy Hog in your mouth, there is no better feeling whenever you finally swallow. And I tell you that Cody, as a Sergeant First Class from the Army, former Sergeant First Class, that integrity that he retired with is into every ounce of barbecue that he serves. And he's going to be serving this Saturday, as a matter of fact, at what's it called? Smoking for Paws.
Yep.
Let's go. That's going to be going on Saturday. I'm not sure what you're doing. We will be there, I do believe, which means that, yes, you'll be there too, Kelly. And we're going to have a bunch of ribs. We're going to do some voting. And Cody has been putting this event on for over a year. This is the second year now. And last year, they were able to raise enough funds to be able to get a veteran in Wisconsin a full service dog.
Fantastic.
The goal this year, a second dog, if not more, through the funds that are raised on Saturday. And that's going on right there in Door County. Feel free to check out Sloppy Hog Barbecue on Facebook to hear more about that. And then another special shout out to Eric, the general manager at Green Bay Indoor Golf. Green Gives Back is putting on a golf outing June 23rd at Brown County. Trevor, are you going to that?
I'll be there the entire day working. I'll be on hole 17, hole 1 competition. Pretty stoked. I think we have the pro hitting on that hole too.
Yep, that's
For
good.
the-
Eric
for the hole.
is our
Yep.
Beat the Pro guy,
Yep.
as a matter of fact.
So me and him will be hanging out all day Monday. It's gonna be a good time.
Oh my gosh. Are you going to after a day of just sitting at one hole, are you going to be as sore as if you were in a golf cart going hole to hole to hole?
No. I mean, depending on how often somebody's golfing, they should make it through the round fine. But even then, you're still doing work. But I'm going to be catcalling people nonstop. I'm going to be trying to get them to compete. I want to see them win some money if they can. But I will talk their ears off the whole day and come off not tired one bit. Maybe from the heat. It's going to be a hot one. So we do have to watch that.
Yeah, and with things heating up, also, folks, July 4th. This is the last episode that you're going to see before July 4th. As it heats up, let that freedom in your heart heat up as well, folks, because there's no place like America. And I don't mean to knife hand you so much at home. It was just done to me so much in the Army, and I really, really get messages across whenever you get that good old knife hand. But July 4th is going to be a special hot time here. My first July 4th here in Wisconsin. Not sure where to go, what to do, but I got some friends, right?
There are shows all over, plenty of activities in Wisconsin. You know the general atmosphere of the state. So you throw in a holiday based around the nation at that point too. It's going to get wild. You're going to find some good times for sure.
Any recommendations for me here in Wisconsin and or whatever you're doing, wherever you're watching this lovely program at today, whether you're seating or standing still at work, where are you watching the fireworks at? I need to know, need some recommendations because we have a nationwide audience, and it helps to spread that nationwide encouragement and awareness as to where the best shit to experience is.
So Jacob, I'm going to step in because we're going to shake it up a little bit today.
What you got?
I got some questions for you. I'm going to break them up throughout the podcast. And I know you got a couple for me, but I want to start off right away. I got a question for you, and I'm just looking for your answers. I want to see if you can match up the correct answers with the correct answers for the question. So, first question I'm gonna bring up to you is, which 5 states do you think consume the most cannabis per capita, so per person? And this, if you want to just give me the state names, I can give you some of the info around what they're spending. But who are you thinking? Which states out there you think are spending the most per capita on cannabis? Yep.
Sales. Who is spending the most on the Giggle Bush?
Yep.
Is the question. Per state.
Per state.
Number 1 that comes to mind, it's a C word. It's Colorado. It might not be in that order, but I'm going to give you 5.
Okay.
And audience at home, throw your comment down because
Yeah,
I
give
might
me-
need to
give me
phone
your
a friend
5.
here. I might need to phone a friend because I want to be 100% accurate on this. Is Colorado on that list?
It is not.
Colorado's not on the list.
It is not.
Okay, how about California?
It is not.
We're going to go Maine.
It is not.
Massachusetts.
Is on the list, number 5.
Massachusetts is on the
$245 per person is what they're spending on average there.
DC.
DC is not on the list.
Are you kidding me?
If you want any hints, I can throw you some hints.
Hold on, let me refer to my audience real quick.
Oh yeah, phone
North
away.
Dakota's definitely not there. Shout out Shane with the out of left field.
That is left field. Not correct. That is not one of them.
No, let's see. Oregon,
Nope.
Illinois,
No.
buddy, Michigan
Michigan is number 1, $304.
per person.
Yeah, so you got the number 1 and you got the number 5. What falls in
Las
between
Vegas,
there? That's number 4 on the list. Well, not Las Vegas,
Nevada.
Nevada.
Copy that.
I was like, that's number 4.
Copy
So
that.
you got 251 right there. You got 2 more.
Phone a friend. I said Michigan.
You wanna-
How about Wisconsin?
Nope.
I'm about to say it's not medicinal here, but shout out.
You want a hint?
Vermont.
No.
Damn it.
So I'm
Give me a
gonna
hint, bro.
toss you a hint for number 2. Glacier National Park is here.
Alaska.
No,
Don't hate me at home for that. Don't.
that was very quick. You were very quick on that one.
Arizona. Shout out Andrew. I plugged your comment just then, Andrew. Way to lift me up. Way to lift me up.
I got another hint for you on this one. The hit TV show Yellowstone was filmed here, based here.
Wyoming.
Nope.
Montana.
Montana is correct. Yep.
All right, so read me them 4 that I got.
So you got Michigan at number 1, Montana at number 2. You still need number 3. Number 4 is Nevada, and number 5 was Massachusetts.
Still need one. Still need one at home. Is it
Number 3 is probably it was the most curveball one that I saw on there, but it did make
East
sense.
Coast or West Coast?
More so on the West Coast, for sure.
Schnitzel.
Oh, you did? All right. So number 3,
I never would have got
New Mexico.
I never would have
Not
got
at all.
that in a million years.
I was going to drop it on you. ET more than likely stopped here or crashed here. Roswell, I
a lot of UFO activity out yonder.
Yes, sir. But yeah,
some of the most reported UFO sightings in America are right there in was that New Mexico?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Roswell. That is the whole TV show.
Have
you ever seen the TV show?
Does cannabis have an influence on that, in your opinion?
I don't know. That's a study right there. You could
Or is
dive
there other
into.
things going on? If you're from New Mexico, chime in.
Being
Shout
number 3 on the list, and they have the most sightings. Like,
Shout out my old sergeant Neethi Bhaskaran. I think she was from New Mexico. Very, very smart. And she was all of 4'8". She deployed with us to Syria and everything, carried all of her bags, did the whole 9. New Mexico.
Well, I wonder if she's there contributing to those numbers now.
She's actually doing jujitsu.
Oh, okay.
Contributing somewhere.
Yeah, contributing.
Kicking some ass.
All right.
But speaking of kicking ass, I want to talk about something that doesn't necessarily kick so much ass, but it can help at times. And that's going to be what sleep apnea and some studies that have gone down in Minnesota, what those results have kind of revealed. Over the course of 3,102 patients that suffer from sleeping well, that suffer from not sleeping well, is what I was trying to get out there, T-Dog. The largest study that has been done to date of sleep apnea, and 60% of them saw, improvement, not just reduced blockage in airways or nothing like that, but just 60% of that whole 3,102 group saw a significant jump in improved sleep.
I think first off, the biggest thing I want to point out is the number you said, 3,102 patients, largest study to date. Normally they're doing 500 participants.
That's it.
So what an insanely bigger plethora of data that they get to pull from that to start with. But even then, like, you're looking at 55.3% improvement on fatigue, 40% reported symptom relief for depression and anxiety. Those are day-to-day things a lot of people deal with. So now that you're actually getting studies put out there to pull back in some factual data around it, you're going to start, I hope, seeing more big studies like this and more niche-y topics. So even like sleep apnea, I wouldn't have always tied it back to see like a correlation or a result from cannabis to help because of what the actual condition is. But to now see that and see them pulling in the largest study to date gives it even more credibility and backing around it.
The coolest part to me was that only 4% of the participants reported severe side effects. And do you want to know what those severe side effects were?
What was let's hear the worst case.
The worst case was dry mouth and a bit of drowsiness the following day. Nothing about could cause ulcers, could cause, internal bleeding, could cause even death, like you see on a lot of these med commercials here in America.
Yeah.
It seems like every third commercial is either a soda pop commercial. Shout out Coca-Cola. They're awesome. If you want to sponsor the show, Coke, we'd love to have you. I know we know that you guys use,
but not a sponsor yet.
Not a sponsor yet, but they're welcome to be. But instead of having those side effects like a lot of big pharma ads have, a little bit of drowsiness and some damn cotton mouth.
So you're gonna hydrate more often.
Bit more enticing to wake up and pound that water. However, the biggest part is that 60% of them saw a genuine increase and improvement. I keep saying increase and improvement. I'm just stacking positives, and I don't mean to do that. I don't know what that's about.
But there's a lot of good to come from like the topic of the article is even like Minnesota approved obstructive sleep apnea as a qualifying condition for medical cannabis in 2018.
Let's go.
That's a hell of a thing to have put on paper. And it's even crazier because it goes through quite a system for approval. Like it goes through public and then goes through testing, then it goes through clinical evidence, it goes through medical community feedback. But then at the end of the day, the commissioner of health got to see all the data that they've pulled, and he got to make the choice. And they allowed that as a qualifying condition for medical marijuana. And I think those kinds of niche conditions are great to see getting more studies on, and to see how our industry is going to be able to help affect it or improve the quality of life in it altogether.
FDA just needs to get on board with this. If you suffer from sleep apnea, feel free to throw your testimony in there. I know one man in the comment section that does suffer from sleep apnea. My man's been rocking a machine for years. And I also know that occasionally Prohibition 9, sleep all the way through the night, no problemo. No problemo. Shout out the testimony I'm talking about. Saturdays are for the dads here. No pun intended.
Last week was Sunday, but Sunday was for the dads last week.
Fucking bearer of bad news.
Just say, I'm just
well done,
if
brother.
we're gonna get technical.
I lay a spade, you play a bigger one. Well done.
But yeah, no, I think anytime we're coming across articles on a national level where they're starting to tie more research into the cannabis industry, but then even more so tying it back to the medical side of things, to open up doors for individuals, anybody out there looking for options. We've talked about this plenty. You mentioned the FDA right there. Seems to be a common running trend in a bunch of different areas of the cannabis industry in hold up or wait. So it truly is a moment of once the FDA can hopefully keep growing the research to give themselves more and more backing, hopefully you'll start to see more rollout across the nation, across the board.
Yep. If you sleep well, you recover well, no matter what your previous day activities were, whether you're Wiz Khalifa and you're burning, I think, 30 plus joints a day, and or you are who's a solid American. Give me a very solid American.
Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris is solid American.
That's who pops into my head, I guess.
Man. Give me a solid
There's
American.
a good one that smokes weed too. I don't know.
Oh, there you go.
Dwight D. Eisenhower. I could go down a rabbit hole.
Seth Rogen, maybe.
Hey.
But no, you recover well, you do well. And sleep apnea is not something that not just everybody suffers from to a degree, but there are those that really suffer to where that device, that machine is absolutely a requirement. And there's some out there that didn't even know it watching this program that Prohibition 9 edibles can help your sleep improve as well. Plug the sponsor. And if you recover well, like I've said for the third time now, like I spoke with Tom Grazzi about, then you get to perform well. And I'm not sure if you caught that, but I did get to interview Tom Grazzi.
I was gonna say, how'd that conversation go?
Ecstatic. I was. Oh, I'm not going to drop that one right there, but I was absolutely baffled that he gave me as much time as he did. That dude is super busy. He is recording content every single day.
I can only imagine, yeah, at that point.
For him to get the honor of announcing the 7th round, 257th draft pick, after doing what he's done for free, content-wise, since like 2017, 2018, he's done it completely for free on his own, and now built up to NFL Fan of the Year, announcing a draft pick, raising over $2 million for different charities.
Full circle.
And he also got to let me talk to him, which is pretty cool, man. Just full circle moment for me. I'm part of the Grassi posse. Shout out him.
And we have a little piece of that, don't we?
Yes, as a matter of fact. I think we have a clip of it right here. For those that didn't get a chance to go see the full length one, go check it out. Here's a little snippet right here. How do you keep going in a sense of in a place that doesn't support what you're doing particularly?
I mean, it's not just don't support. I mean, I was in high school during like the 2008 NFC Championship game when the Giants came into Lambeau with Tom Coughlin frozen ass red face. And like I was at my ex-girlfriend's house in her basement. They are all Giants fans. And I'm just sitting there silently in the back with a cheese head because her dad was like, don't make a sound because like they're diehard Giants fans.
So yeah, Tom Grazzi is the absolute man. myth and legend, raising dollars for charity and bringing the best and funniest, sharpest witted content that's NFL related to a daily basis. Even covering the Jair Alexander trade the day it happened, he released a video.
Yeah, if I can quote Shane from our comment section, if any of you out there loves watching or hearing about sports ball, check out that full video. I'm telling you, it's a good one.
Yes. And this has nothing to do with sports ball, but my next question for you, T-Mac, and as well as those at home watching, thank you for being here. What would be your top 5 stoner essentials when going camping? And I'm going to give you a bit of setting here. I'm not going to let you wonder and say, oh, am I camping in the desert? Am I camping in Alaska? The setting is going to be mountain camping. Not too high. We're not talking Everest, just mountain camping, preferably Boone, North Carolina, right there, home of App State. What would be your top 5 stoner essentials to bring with you?
I'm going to rattle my 5 essential off because I think these would be good picks. I'm going to start off with a lighter right off the rip or a torch of some sort.
Oh, there you go. So windproof.
Yes.
There you go.
You don't know what the conditions are going to be like. 2, probably some kind of, I'm going to give kind of a cop-out answer, but like a board of some sort to act as a tray. So like some kind of rolling tray, maybe lit rolling tray.
Ooh, little nocturnal action.
Yeah. I probably want to bring some kind of waterproof bag, depending on what I bring. I don't know what I'm doing. If we're canoeing, if we're going to go out kayaking, if it rains, anything like that, I want to make sure my supply is going to be good to go.
It is scheduled to rain on this camping trip.
Okay.
In the mountains.
Have any of these been on the list?
Yes.
Okay.
You are 2 out of 3 right now.
Okay. So we're on the right track.
Rolling tray, windproof lighter.
Depending on who was with me, I'd probably bring extra papers or extra wraps of some sort. I'm a big.
You're not going hardware?
Nah, if I'm gonna go out and be in nature, I find like pre-rolls, joints, that kind of stuff to be the most grounding for me. So I'd probably bring some extra paper, something along the lines of that.
You're rolling that joint barefoot, aren't you?
More than likely. Yeah. Hippy dippy true. Through and through. And I don't know if this would count as an essential, but again, I'm trying to think of like the group I'm going with, essentials, depending on who's in my group, maybe a drinks or seltzers or an edible of sorts, something other than just flour.
There you go. That's on the list.
And water.
Oh,
water I would bring if I'm consuming and I'm out camping, it's hot. It's going to be a lot of heat, dry mouth. We were talking about that earlier.
Yep.
I bring water.
Now we're in the mountains, so we're not too worried about gummies melting. However, it is summertime, but it is scheduled to rain. So we're not worried about melting. So that's a good call there with the bringing the gummies.
Would we be maybe concerned about the other direction? No, I was going to say we don't have to worry about them.
Nope.
How many am I off?
Right. You're only technically missing 2 from my list right here. That's it.
I'm going to consult. Let me check and see if anybody put product. I would shout out DJ on Starby. Yeah, product. I'd probably bring product. That would be essential. Is that on the list?
That'd be pretty fucking essential in my opinion. Yes, that is the second to last one you were missing.
Great shout out on the comment for weed because that is on point. So.
Oh man, I almost missed that.
And I'm still off 1, huh?
Yeah. Are you doing like you said pre-roll? So my list, I had a portable vaporizer / cart disposable unit.
Okay.
So whenever you're on the trail, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And it's not quite necessary to burn.
Yes. Easy
You know
convenience.
how
convenience.
fast you get winded smoking something that you got to actually ash versus something that you smoke and it's kind of like just fucking concentrate. I don't know about anybody else, but I know for me, I feel like pre-gym workout, right? Disposable cart versus flour. I have more wind in the tank after disposable cart versus not as much wind in the tank from pre-roll flour.
Okay.
Combustion, old school.
How are you going to recharge?
Oh, Puff Prince with a great call out right there.
Absolute.
That's a good call. Unless you got a charger in your car or something.
Calling, as a matter of fact.
And if you have an outlet, I don't think it's really camping.
Are you bringing a portable power bank? Is that necessary, or are you taking the risk when you go out into the wilderness, saying, "Hey, fuck it, I know where I'm at. I'm going to disconnect
bringing
it
one.
if necessary. Okay, you're
I'm bringing one.
responsible.
Well, not even. I'm going to bring one for phones or accessibility if we're listening to music. But then Puff Prints, if I need to, I could charge it on there. Was I missing anything else on your list? So?
No, we knocked it out as a matter
Okay.
of fact. Except, well, did you say chair?
No, I did
You
not
say
say a
a
chair.
comfy chair?
Who needs a chair?
Maybe
You
with
can
pockets
sit
or
on the
something
ground,
like
lean
that.
against a tree. You can.
I forgot. You're
Why not?
grounded. You're
Yeah, we're
barefoot.
hippy dippy nature.
You probably don't even have underwear on whenever you're rolling that joint.
Of course not.
Absolutely free into the breeze.
Hey, and to everybody watching, if we missed anything, leave it in the comments because my essentials, Jacob's essentials, might be different than yours.
I haven't camped since I was deployed in 2019.
Oh, really?
Yes, have not camped. I've slept in the car with Tiggs, my puppy, for the sake of getting some maintenance on the way to see mom. I'd sleep in the car, get the actually buy a new car at the next line. I was at the Meineke car care place on Mother's Day on the way back home a few years ago.
Yep.
Engine blew out because I was dogging it way too hard. An old Impala, and sure as shit, I was in Meineke car care, sleeping with my dog, buying a car the next morning. Shout out that the Kinston, North Carolina area, providing me with my Honda Civic that's still rocking.
Hey, without them, you might not be here right now. So
Correct.
Big
So
shout out.
Last time I camped was car camping. Don't know if I'm the best. I probably am a bit more of a glamper now than down in the roots. But
Yeah.
tis Hoyan. Tis a happy new year in Oneida speak. And Brandon would probably be a great resource to take camping as well. No,
We'll have to look into that one.
no, not at all. He's just a producer.
But hey, enough about camping.
Okay.
Let's keep it on the hippy dippy level, natural side of things.
That's all right.
That's fine. One of our next topics that we are going to cover is all about the cannabis industry, tying right back to farmers markets. This is a topic that has been running in our company for quite some time. With the 10 stores we have in Wisconsin, is something that we've always really been big into pushing, get involved with the chamber, get involved with the cities, get to know the businesses that are coming out there. And a lot of times when you look at farmers markets, they're very natural. So it goes very hand in hand. But I can speak from firsthand experience that they have not always been very welcoming to us, and they're not across the nation. There still seems to be some hangups when cannabis retailers are trying to get involved with the farmers markets, which I can understand nature of the business and everything, but at the end of the day, there are plenty of farmers markets that allow alcohol sales, allow other produce to be sold there. And at the end of the day, if it's within legal regulations, it should be good to go. And there shouldn't be a stigma or taboo put on it. When you were back home,
Mhm.
Did you ever see anything around farmers markets and cannabis involved with them back there?
The only thing I can personally vouch for from experience related to farmers markets and cannabis, doing, the tango, it is merely from the angle of soap. There is no regulation on how much weed, cannabis, hemp, sativa, cannabis L sativa, or sativa cannabis L. There's no limit on how much you can put on your skin. Absolute no guideline, no limits at all. So only thing I've run across was soap that was really like, it
Interesting.
had so much hemp in it. Like when I got a couple bars. When you scrub, you watch the weed go down the drain. It was kind of cool.
Interesting.
Very organic, very short lived. I scrubbed really hard. And there's no regulation, no limit on. But other than that, from a cleaning aspect, never seen flower for sale. I've been to pop-ups,
Okay.
mind you, but that's an illegal farmer's market.
Okay.
A pop-up is illicit
Yep.
growers, small mom and pop growers that will grow and kind of convene locally and do their illegal thing. But as far as the legal side, like farmers markets and high schools and stuff like that, like just soap.
Well, it was something I want to ask you, because I just think back to like when we were first even starting up in Wisconsin, it was met with a lot of negativity whenever we tried to join. And I want to say it was our first or second year, there was a like hemp fest farmers market that somebody put on, and it was down by Milwaukee. We went to it, and it was like 20 to 30 organizations that basically were like, we're sick of getting excluded from farmers market. We're going to rent out an area and we'll do our own. And ever since that, I've noticed a lot more openness. Like the amount of our stores that have now gotten involved and are heavily involved in the chamber is actually amazing. Like, I'm going to do a little bit of a shout out, but Oshkosh, our Oshkosh store, Middleton, Sun Prairie. I'm starting to see it more from Janesville. I'm seeing it in Appleton. We're seeing it pretty much everywhere that they've been open to it and we get our foot in the door. Our stores have been heavy to just jump right in because it's such a good way to get involved with the communities that we're in. And for anybody out there, if you shop at any of our stores and you ever get a chance, ask them if they are people who go, if they are out at their local farmers market. If they are, stop by, go check it out. And if it's not allowed in your city, go and talk to your city about it. See what's the holdup is.
So starting with the Chamber of Commerce and then asking them, hey, per your zoning and all that shit. Yeah. Okay. And let
find out why they're not allowed. And then at that point, if it's not a set in stone reason, figure out what it would take, because a lot of times it just takes a little pressure from some outside forces, i.e. consumers or the population of the cities that these farmers markets are in, to see that it's a want.
Yes. One of the comments from Jamie Ray 23 says, I've seen a lot of CBD at farmers markets, actually. Not so much the THC, though.
See, almost
makes a lot
standard.
of sense.
Yeah,
CBD, yeah.
I agree.
But how do they regulate that? You know what I mean? Per zone, per event, blah, blah, blah. I can see why most people typically don't. But that's cool that there's definitely farmers markets out there that are pushing the hell out of some CBD. And then my man Puff Prince said, but was the soap lit? It was lit in its smell, my boy. It smelled and I felt so damn soft. It was amazing.
So yeah, on that note, I'm glad that you smelled fantastic and felt soft
for about a week, man.
Yeah, get involved, see what's going on with your farmers market, see if we're there. If we are, stop and check us out. Like I said, I want to shout out specifically our Madison stores, Janesville, Sun Prairie, Middleton. They're very have been involved with their chambers, which has gotten them the door open for farmers markets. So in that sense, check them out. And given that I gave them a little shout out, actually we had a chance recently to film and produce a commercial in the Madison area.
Go Badgers.
And it's based for our Janesville, Sun Prairie, Middleton stores. And we actually have some of our employees that got to star in it. So we wanted to give you all a little peek of it.
All right, everybody, all quiet. The Dispensary, The Adventures of Lowly Badger, Scene 1, Take 1, action.
Oh, I forgot my line already.
Cut.
I'm looking for my Max. Something totally butterlicious.
Okay, Lowly, my furry friend, you've come to the right place. At the Dispensary, we start with a little weeducation. We quickly teach you all about our great lineup of legal hemp-derived products so you can find your Max.
Now that's totally Max.
We have flour, edibles, carts, disposables, smokables, and more.
I think I've died. Gone to Badger Heaven.
You just found your Max.
Yeah.
Take it from me, Max Badger. The Dispensary has everything you need to find your Max. Sun Prairie, Janesville, and Middleton. Veterans and healthcare workers save 10% off on every purchase, but only at the Dispensary. What were you expecting, Max Cow? Cut.
Dude, it's a lot of fun to be a part of.
Again, shout out to Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Janesville for getting that commercial done. Shout out to everybody that was in it. Andy, I know I saw you in there. Adrian, Lexi, well done. Very well done getting it done and how it turned out. But I got another question for you, Jacob.
What?
I got another top 5 for you.
Oh, shit.
I know. This one's going to be a lot more fun to see your reactions on. Because this one is, what do you think the top 5 cannabis-themed stoner movies are according to IMDb and popular polls? So top 5 movies that are stoner related on IMDb. What do you think they are?
My favorite, Pineapple Express.
I will tell you right off the rip, that is correct at number 4 with a 6.9 out of 10.
The first stoner movie I ever watched, Half Baked, with Dave Chappelle.
That's number 5 with the 6.1. Working our way up now.
Number 3, is it? I mean, it's not a stoner movie, but like Wolf of Wall Street.
Nope.
Fuck.
Let me see if anybody in here is meant it.
Big Lebowski.
Yes, sir. That's number one.
No way.
Yeah, that's number one, and that is with a 8.1 out of 10.
Oh, Friday.
Friday's not on the list. It was an honorable mention. But I'll tell you what, there is one of the answers that is correct, has been commented in there.
Stand by. Harold and Kumar.
Nope.
Dude, that would have got.
This is my favorite stoner movie. And I'll tell you, Andy,
Is it Dazed and Confused?
Dazed and Confused.
Really?
All right, all
A
right,
young
all right.
Matthew McConaughey.
You got to join on you? No, it'd be a whole lot cooler if you did.
Cool,
Like,
whole
come
lot
on,
cooler
that
if you
movie's
did.
so good. And then we got one more, the number two. Then no, oh,
Method
somebody
Man. How
has
high?
guessed. Actually, somebody recently guessed the last one.
How high?
No,
Fear and Loathing.
Fear and Loathing
What
in
is
Las
that
Vegas.
movie? Hold on one second.
What?
No. I've probably seen it. Just don't remember it by title right now. Don't bear with me right
Hey,
now.
everybody,
Hold the fuck up.
let's if you know Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas in the chat, let's make sure Jacob knows how ridiculous that is. Hunter S. Thompson, life story, Johnny Depp. Come on.
Oh, Johnny Depp.
Classic. It's a classic. Go watch it. If you've never seen it, that is a top tier one to watch.
You remember the Prohibition?
Dalton,
Ball?
I do agree. Real quick, I got to chime in because Dalton said, I don't know if it's a stoner movie. When I saw the list, I did have that thought. I understood the context of why they included it, but like when you had some of the other comments in here that were mentioned for movies that fit, I was a little surprised on that. Yeah.
I apologize if I offended anybody for not remembering Fear and Loathing.
Oh, dude. Go watch it.
That's all it takes is just one time to watch, and then I'm caught right back up. I'm not missing out on Schnat.
No, but in that sense, that was my last top five for you. You got them all.
Let's go.
with a little phoning of the friends in the comment section.
I'm about to say, without the friends in the comments, this show does not exist
I agree.
at all.
But hey, how about enough games for us? Do you want to do a game with our viewers?
If you're still here right now, I want to give you
I
the chance
think
right now
kick-
to win some Prohibition 9 coupons to shop at prohibition9.com.
You have one more list.
Yeah.
Oh, I still got mine. Yeah, absolutely.
One more list.
Let's do it one more.
Or
Deal.
one trivia time. Dogs calling for trivia. Just letting you guys know.
Dogs calling for trivia. Motherfucking trivia time.
How about
Let's
this?
do it. Let's do that instead of top 5 places to best watch fireworks in America. Give me states to best watch fireworks in America.
Washington.
Absolutely wrong.
Okay. New York.
Yes.
Florida.
No.
Really? Okay. Texas.
No.
Okay. Massachusetts.
Very close, but no.
Virginia.
Very close, but no.
Dude. Delaware.
Very close, but no.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna switch it. We're gonna switch it up. New Mexico.
No.
Alabama.
Close in the alphabet, but no.
Arkansas.
Go to B's.
This is
tough.
This is
yeah.
incredibly tough. I man, the first ones I rattled off. I
I
thought
don't
would be
even
on
think
there.
you'd get this one. St. Louis?
I wouldn't have guessed it.
You wouldn't have,
I
would
would
you
not
have
have
guessed
gu-
Niagara
I get-
Falls?
Looking back at it, no, I would not have guessed Niagara
Would you have
Falls.
guessed Boston?
Oh, see, I was so hung in just pure states. Okay, yeah, no, that would have been very tough to get to all of them. Niagara Falls was a good curveball in there.
I had no idea. When I found that, I was like, oh shit, he's definitely not going to guess that.
I'll tell you the one that's not in there that should be, and shout out Munising, Michigan. Munising, Michigan has some of the best fireworks shows
For 4th of July.
4th of July every year. They're the bomb. Right
Is that
over
where
the
you're going to
lake.
be?
I will not be there this year, but been there many times. One of the best shows you'll see.
Amen to that, brother. Let's give these fine folks at home what they've been waiting for, a chance to win some prize Prohibition 9 discount. And I'm talking about exclusive gift card access to prohibition9.com. Yep.
And Brandon apologizes for last time on this.
All right, here we go. Actor Seth Rogen does not play a stoner in what movie? Pineapple Express, This Is the End, or Superbad?
This is
Actor
gonna be
Seth
your-
Rogen
this-
does not play a stoner in what
This is
movie?
going to be your only multiple choice one.
Yep. Everybody gets one multiple choice one. That's it.
Ooh, we got a winner already. Puff Prince.
He said Superbad, and that's correct.
Yes,
well
sir.
done, Puff Prince.
Puff Prince.
We're gonna
Well done.
annotate the name that way we don't forget this
Yep,
time.
we're gonna write it down. But I have seen a bunch of people coming in with the right answers. They knew it. Well done, everybody. Well done, everybody.
Very good job.
I'm with Dalton on that. Good going, Puff. Good going, Puff. All right. So, for my question for everybody, just say no was a popular anti-drug slogan under what U.S. president's administration? Just say no was a popular anti-drug slogan under what U.S. president's administration? Ooh, we got it. We got that one fast. We got that one real fast, Dalton Young. Well done. Reagan is correct.
Dalton, let's go. The dog.
The dog. Well
Shout out
done.
Did something nobody else did first in the world, ladies and gentlemen. Found an Easter egg in Call of Duty. You can go check it out on his content pages right there on Twitch, YouTube, whatever. At the dog.
Bark, bark. Bark, bark. That's funny.
Smoking marijuana stimulates the brain similar to eating which food? You heard me. Smoking marijuana stimulates the brain similar to eating which food? Lay it on me right now in the comments.
Clock is running. Clock is running.
And I want you to
Oh, another quick one. We got it.
DJ Sunstar.
People have shown up today for trivia. I tell you, these are some of the fastest responses we've gotten on this. Well done, everybody
13.
Participating.
DJ Sunstar 13. Feel free to explain your name in the comments. Number one, I'm curious.
I'm
Number
super
two,
curious. Yeah.
my co-host is extremely curious as well. Thank you so much for commenting. A very correct answer. Here we go with mine. What Bob Marley song is written from the viewpoint of a marijuana farmer? What Bob Marley song is written from the viewpoint of a marijuana farmer?
Eric Clapton did cover this at one point.
Mm.
Pretty good one.
No hints. No hints.
I don't think that's a hint for most people.
What Bob Marley song is written from the viewpoint of a marijuana farmer? Everybody's quick to do their Googling up into the last 10 minutes of the show. Puff Prince with one, a shot right there. Let's get the puppies involved. If you got pets at home, kiss them, tell them I love them, and get a fucking correct answer from them right now. All right, let's do this.
Time is ticking. We are halfway through the time on
That's
this.
the 2 incorrect answers at home.
Yep.
Shout out. I still hope you have a wonderful 4th of July. They're Puff Prince and William Hederscheit. Very long last name. Wonderfully pronounced there. Tell your cats I said shout out Dalton. A correct answer would be awesome, guys.
And time.
I Shot the Sheriff, ladies and gentlemen. Look out for that one to be on repeat, possibly next month, but more than likely not. You missed your chance right there. Trevor, another chance for the fine folks at home.
Yeah, last chance they got right here. In the Philippines, the penalty for possessing 700 grams of marijuana is what punishment? In the Philippines, the penalty for possessing 700 grams of marijuana is what punishment?
God, that should be a slap, death, a Ric Flair. Woo!
No correct answer yet. Hey, nobody's got the answer yet. So,
Nobody's got the answer yet.
Hold on, I saw it, Brad. I did.
What is the penalty for possessing 700 grams in the Philippines?
Well, I'll tell you right now,
Castration?
people are too hard looking at Google because I was like, people were not getting
elbow.
Yeah, but we did get an answer. We did get an answer in there. Dalton Young. The people's elbow is going to get brought down on that one. Stoney, no, it is life imprisonment.
Life.
Dalton on there dropping it. Gosh. Ooh, but Dalton says, give it to someone else. I'll tell Brando I said thanks.
Oh. Check this out. Be the first one in the comments to say how many subscribers our channel currently has.
Yeah, how many subscribers do we have? First one to comment correctly.
On YouTube. And you will win this 5th Prohibition 9 gift card. Blood Eagle. What the hell?
Ooh, Puff Prince.
Puff Prince
took that one.
You already won, Puff. Delegate your second winning to somebody else in the chat in the next 10 seconds. Write down their name, somebody else that's been commenting right above or below you. Right now, Puff Prince. Be selfless. Give it up.
What's up?
Find somebody in the chat and give them your thing right now. Type their name. Let's do it. Never mind. We're not going to do that.
Kelly.
There we go.
Paul
Kelly's
Prince
gonna get
chooses
one.
Kelly. And then,
The selflessness of that young man is just unmatched.
well done, everybody, on the trivia.
Very well done.
One big thing before we let everybody go, I won't be here next month. I will be in France, so we will be having a little bit of a different setup. And I hope you crush that episode, Jacob.
I'm not coming with you to France.
No, you're not. I can't bring you. I tried. The suitcase just wouldn't fly.
No, fuck that. We have a whole budget for this podcast.
Oh, maybe we can work it out.
Why the
then.
fuck are we not joining you in France? What? Hold on. Are you getting remarried?
No, just honeymoon.
You getting pregnant?
Just honeymoon.
Just honeymoon.
Just honeymoon.
Okay.
You know.
Does it need to be filmed? Do you want a documentary of this?
No.
Okay.
I'll be good on that front.
Any questions for Trevor before he goes to Paris, folks? He will not be joining me next month, apparently.
I will see you in August. But on that note,
Happy 4th of July to you, my brother.
happy 4th of July to you and
Freedom
everybody
is not
watching.
free, man.
And
Drive safe out there. All the rookies will be out July 4th.
I'm not driving.
Okay.
I'm not driving. Oh,
And
you
if-
mean on the 4th?
On the 4th.
Yeah, no, 4th.
Yeah.
For sure. But for everybody else watching, I hope you all join us next month. Make sure if you haven't already, you like, share, and subscribe our platform. And help us spread the word. And thanks for tuning in.
Cheers.